Can you stay friends after a breakup? Handling breakups are rarely simple. Unlike many people would want to accept, they often leave behind a mixture of emotions: sadness, anger, confusion, relief, or even gratitude. One of the most common questions people ask after a relationship ends is, can we still be friends? The answer isn't a straightforward yes or no. Depends on the individual, the nature of the breakup, and the reasons behind the separation. Staying friends is possible, but it requires honesty, emotional maturity, and clear boundaries. One of the biggest factors in staying friends is whether both people have healed emotionally. After a breakup, feelings of hurt, rejection, or even lingering love can make friendship complicated. If either person still harbors resentment or romantic feelings, it will be difficult to build a genuine friendship. Emotional readiness usually requires time apart before trying to reconnect as friends. Please comment at the end of the video, subscribe, share and like my channel so that you can get more of this content. This video will teach you what options to expect after a breakup. This will enable you to decide whether to remain friends or not. When staying friends might work. 1. Mutual respect remains. If the breakup wasn't caused by betrayal, abuse, or deep resentment, friendship can sometimes evolve naturally. For example, if two people realize they're better as friends than partners, the transition may be smoother to shared social circles or responsibilities. Sometimes, staying friends with one you broke up with feels necessary, especially if you work together, share mutual friends, or co-parent children. Friendship with boundaries can help maintain harmony in these situations. If the relationship ended mutually and respectfully, it's often easier to transition into a friendship. Both parties may still value the bond they had, even if romance no longer works. 3. Time has healed the wounds. Trying to be friends immediately after a breakup is often too painful. Taking time apart to heal individually creates space for a more genuine friendship later. Often, ex-partners need a period of no contact to process the breakup before attempting friendship. Jumping immediately into just friends can be emotionally overwhelming. With time, however, the romantic intensity may fade, and a more platonic bond can develop. 4. Boundaries and expectations. Remaining friends requires setting clear boundaries, avoiding flirtation or mixed signals, respecting new relationships each may enter, communicating openly about what friendship means. Now, for example, casual check-ins versus close, best friends without boundaries. The line between friendship and romance can blur, leading to confusion or hurt feelings. 5. Personality and relationship type. People with strong communication skills and emotional maturity are more likely to maintain a healthy friendship afterward. Relationships that started as friendships before romance sometimes transition back into friendships more smoothly. On the other hand, highly passionate or toxic relationships are harder to convert into healthy friendships. 6. Benefits of staying friends. Keeping someone who knows you deeply and shares memories with you, maintaining mutual friends or social circles without awkward tension, preserving respect for the time you spent together when staying friends may not work. 1. Unresolved feelings. If one or both people are still in love, staying friends can be emotionally damaging. It prolongs attachment and makes moving on harder. 2. Toxic or abusive dynamics. In cases of manipulation, disrespect or abuse, friendship is not healthy. Distance and boundaries are necessary for healing. If the breakup involved betrayal, dishonesty, or constant conflict, friendship is less likely because the trust may be broken. 3. Hidden motives. If one person is using friendship to win back the relationship, it can lead to frustration, confusion, and more heartbreak. If one person initiated the breakup while the other still wanted the relationship, the imbalance of emotions can make friendship painful. How to navigate friendship after a breakup. 1. Take space first. Allow time to grieve, reflect, and process the breakup before deciding on friendship. Jumping in too soon can cause more pain. 2. Define clear boundaries. Talk openly about what's comfortable. For example, how often you'll talk, whether you'll share personal dating updates, or how you'll handle mutual friends. 3. Be honest with yourself. Ask, am I ready to be just friends? Being around your ex reopens wounds or makes you long for the relationship. You may need more distance. 4. Focus on the present. A friendship with an ex is not about recreating the past, but about building a new type of connection. 5. Accept change. Even if friendship is possible, it won't look the same as before. Adjusting expectations is key. Risks of staying friends. Potential emotional setbacks if one person still hopes for reconciliation, difficulty moving on, or starting new relationships. Jealousy, especially if one partner begins dating again. Final thoughts. Yes, it is possible to stay friends after a breakup, but it isn't always the best choice. It depends on emotional readiness, respect, and boundaries. For some, friendship provides closure and continued support. For others, letting go completely is the healthiest path. The most important thing is to honor your feelings, protect your healing, and choose the path that allows you to move forward with peace and without emotional baggage. For instance, if you notice that you are still emotionally tied to your ex-soul tie, despite the breakup, it may require some definite actions, such as changing your location or job if you work in the same place. These actions will help your sanity and enable you to move on without hindrance by avoiding some unfavorable opportunistic situations. In such circumstances, remaining friends will hurt you the more and hinder your prospects of moving on and getting another partner that may even be better than your ex. The key is to remain positive with hope that the future will be better than your past. As they say, when one door closes, another certainly opens. But the experience will help you to evaluate and know the true worth of the new door that is being offered. Many have ignored these golden advice and words of wisdom and ended up ruining their relationships and marriage by cheating with their ex. What's your opinion about this? Please comment, subscribe, share, and like my channel so that you can get more of this content. Thank you.